Today's history lesson, the Romans, with me, Amelia-Rose, and my dog, Frenchie. Who were the Romans? The Romans invaded Britain in AD 43. They ruled for nearly 400 years until 410 AD. They brought rabbits to Britain. They built temples which was named after their gods, Venus, Mars, Mercury and Jupiter. These are also names of 4 of our planets, and they introduced Christianity to Britain after deciding to believe in only one God. They also brought distances such as miles, feet, and inches. They brought coins. They didn't invent drainage and the sewers, but they did develop the idea. They didn't develop the alphabet either, but we still use their alphabet today as well as their calendar. They did develop underfloor heating, and they also came up with the idea of concrete and arches so they could carry bridges to carry water. What did the Romans eat and drink? The Romans ate a lot of different types of food, such as wheat, bread, vegetables, fruit, barley, meat and fish. They introduced Britons to fruits, herbs and vegetables such as apples, pears, celery, carrots and grapes. They drank lots of wine and planted vines. They used to put a lot of olive oil in everything. The Romans used to have fast food, cafes and takeaways where they could get pies and sausages. Roman soldiers. They always started their day eating porridge. Every day they trained for at least 2 hours with wooden swords so that they didn't get hurt. They ran every month for 26 miles. They had to look after their own weapons, armour. There were over 5,000 soldiers in each legion. There were 20 legions in the Roman army. They used to stand in the tortoise formation. They only left a small little hole for their eyes. Helmets in the Roman times. Back in the Roman times, they had very useful hats called helmets. They used the crest to clean underneath the horses and dust the sand off their feet and sandals. The helmets had guards for the neck and face. The centurion's helmet crest ran from side to side so they can be recognised as they gave orders. Roman numerals. Roman numerals are still used on clocks today and are taught in primary maths. Roads in Britain. The Romans built roads to connect all of their towns. They didn't invent these, but they made straight roads. By the 1st century, the Romans had created 8,000 miles of roads across Britain. They made them with layers of stones. The top layer was called canvas, were curved to allow water to run off them and to prevent puddles. The Roman army built a wall called Hadrian's Wall in 122 AD to keep the Scots away. This wall was named after their emperor, Hadrian. It was 120 kilometers long. A second wall which was occupied by the Romans for 20 years before they returned to their position at Hadrian's Wall and remained there for the rest of their time in Britain. Roman baths. The Romans had special baths where they would bathe together. They were different types of baths and they were different temperatures. The Colosseum is landmark 1. in Rome. It had special artifacts about the Romans. Thank you for watching today's history lesson, The Romans, with me. And please subscribe and post a comment below.